Welcome, everyone, to this very special episode of the Trisbrina Show, where today we're delivering a workshop. This workshop is 7 simple moves everyone should know to eliminate aches, pains, stiffness, and fatigue. And we're really excited to do this because we haven't had one of these workshops open to the public since our last 5-day challenge.
That's right. Everybody raves. They have such a good time. We're going to deliver today. You're going to learn some new moves, easy moves. We're going to work at a couple of levels depending on where you're at. So we'll do sort of like a base level and a little bit more advanced. 7 really fun moves. And we've got something else cooking too we want to tell you about.
Yeah, and the moves that you're going to learn today, you will be able to do regardless of your expertise and your level, right? If I always like to say this, wherever you are on your healing journey, if you're in a chair right now and that's what feels good, just do the upper body or start standing and then move to a chair or do the whole thing standing. We want you to mold these 7 moves to work for you. Yeah. Now, as far as that other thing we have brewing, one of the reasons we wanted...
One second. I just want to say, oh my gosh, there's so many of you here. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us live. And if you're catching the replay, the energy never dies. It's always on. Back to you.
One of the reasons we wanted to do this workshop is to prepare the people who have already registered for our upcoming 3-day virtual live event called Alive and Thrive. And to let you know, if you haven't registered yet, if you're seeing this video, you're part of the Satori community. And for a few days, we're offering an early bird ticket for 80% off. This is a really super deal, like crazy, crazy, crazy. And I hope you'll take down that link and check it out after this workshop. Because as soon as you register, you're also getting instant access to over $400 in bonuses. And I want to tell you why we chose these bonuses, because it'll help you think about what you may want to add to your personal practice. So these bonuses start with like Qigong for beginners. What's the basic way to stand? What is the basic way to breathe? What are some fundamentals? So if you ever feel like, gosh, I can't attend a class, I don't know the basics yet, well, now you do. The other bonuses that you'll get instant access to when you register for an early bird ticket to Alive and Thrive is the sound breath work. And the sound breathwork guided meditation audio helps you learn to breathe in a way, making an audible sound that tells your brain that you are safe and it is safe to move and it is safe to heal. So if you're somewhere on the healing journey where there's a particular thing that you feel like has been holding you back, maybe you're one of the people that say, yeah, but my back irritates me, oh, my knees, oh, my shoulder, this audio is going to be really good for you to get you to a place where during these 3 days that we're together, real miracles can happen. Because there's nothing like spending in that extended time, not just 1 hour, but 3 days, because that way we can change the brain waves, right? We can change the neural networks. And then another bonus you'll get access to is called Spark Your Intuition, because we want to get that thing going where you're like, oh yeah, my gut feeling saying this, my intuition saying this.
Peaking.
I know I know what I want. Instead of, for me, being in that place like, I'm not sure what I want or what I don't want. And then this is actually a surprise meditation that is super cool. Now you get to download all of these and keep forever, just so you know. But that meditation is going to help you figure out the next chapter. What would you like more of? What would you like to feel more of? What would you like to have more of and be more of? And then also, what are you ready to let go of? So that when you show up for these 3 days with us, where we're going to do meditation and joint mobility and fitness and Qigong and breath work and visioning, you're really ready for it. And like I said, those are yours to download immediately and keep forever.
So thank you for listening to all the information from our sponsors. And now to the scheduled program. Seriously, though, we're very excited about this 3 days. It's unlike the 5-day event that many of you have been to because it's on Zoom and we can see you. And the only other time that we have that chance, because like right now we can't see you, so I don't know if you're doing the moves right, is through doing our deep dives and our certifications. So for 3 days, we're just really focused in. There's no distractions. It's a time to really move the needle. Now, this workshop, as we said in the beginning...
Oh, I have 2 questions, though.
Okay, this workshop in the beginning will help some of you who are coming already get ready, okay? And then for those of you who are like, I just stumbled upon this page and I'm watching these two people. Hello, I'm Tristan.
Sabrina.
We go by Trisbrina and we teach the energy arts. We love the ancient tradition and pulling the wisdom forth. And we also love today's cutting edge science and neurobiology and helping make sense of what is going on in the body so we can heal quickly and permanently. 2 questions.
Well, the 2 questions are actually 2 questions that keep coming in. What if I can't make some of the time during the 3 days? We are having limited access replays that will be available in a Facebook group and on our website. So if you're in a different time zone where you're like, well, I can catch some of it live, but some replay, we got you. And the other thing is, can you share the 80% off with someone who didn't see this video? And yes, you can. While the early bird special is on the page, it's for everybody who registers.
Beautiful. There's the link. I'm going to set up the room. If you have any questions, guys, ask them in the chat right now. If you're live, Sabrina's here to answer them. I'm going to get the room ready, and we're going to get going with these 7 simple Qigong exercises that everybody should know, and they're really perfect for dealing with aches and pains and stiffness and low energy, aka fatigue.
Yeah. So while he's setting up the room, if any of you are like, what is Qigong? What is Qigong? Just think of Qigong as moving meditation or as movements for the body that open up your life force so that it flows better, so that it puts you in an environment where healing can happen. Because we believe that the body is so intelligent, it knows how to heal. All we have to do is get the blocks out of the way that are preventing it. The same thing, like sometimes it isn't about what you're not thinking about, it's getting rid of what you are thinking about. And when you shift the body, when you shift it in the body, you're going to feel a shift in what you start feeling, and that shifts what you're thinking. And that's why these miracles happen. We're going to go through a 3-step process during the Alive and Thrive event: unblock, unlock, unleash. And as we go through this workshop today, you're going to see what we mean by all of those 3 steps. You'll get a little sneaky peeky.
Sneaky peeky. Okay, so we're going to get that off the screen there. And wonderful. So many of you have already registered. We're very excited.
And it's my birthday during the event.
On Sabrina's birthday. It's for 3 days.
I'm 39 again, over and over.
She's always been 39. My mom used to do that. Okay, if you have water on hand, please hydrate right now, because your tissue, your fascia, wants a drink. And the movements we're going to do are going to help your body feel better by hydrating and dealing with adhesions in the tissues, tightness. Think of adhesions as like weeds that choke on flowers in the garden, and our life force channels are like those beautiful flowerings of energy, and we want to get those adhesions off those channels, release them so that the flower can rise. Cool?
So it's the true happy hour for the fascia.
Plus, we typically all need to drink more water anyway. Okay, very quickly to explain what's happening so that your brain is in the game. What's happening? So it's happening. It's going down right here, right now. These 7 movements are in a very specific sequence. I'm framework.
No way.
She's the fairy. There's the fairy. So Qigong makes you silly, giddy, frisky, and playful. So the stages of development, we're teachers at heart, always have been since we were kiddos. We got put into positions of teaching early on. We understand how it can be complicated sometimes to learn esoteric things or complicated movements. So we're all about sequencing things in the right order so it's easier for you to learn. So as we go through this today, there's a specific journey. We're preparing the body. We like to think of the body as a temple. We're going to prepare the temple a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up those channels. So your body has these beautiful energy channels inside. Just think of them like garden hoses or irrigation system. We've got to free up the areas around those channels so you can feel the energy. Then we got to move the chi around inside your body so we can get water everywhere. And then we got to slow it on down so that we can take the energy and bring it more inside. That's where your awareness goes from external to internal, just giving you a very top level understanding here. Once we slow down, we get to a point where we're standing. And standing is a listening skill where you just let it soak in. We'll finish with a sitting technique. sitting meditation, and inviting clarity, inviting insight. Okay, so that's our journey. There'll be one exercise for each one of those stages, giving you 7 movements. And of those 7, a couple of them I'm going to show you an advanced version, because we got some folks who've been here for a little while, like going on 7 years.
And how does this fit into the unblock, unlock, unleash?
Cool. They don't even know about that yet.
I just told them.
Oh, you did? Okay. So, unblock, unlock, unleash. I wasn't listening. Is the very simple top level framework for your brain to understand the journey. And what I just shared with you is going in a little bit deeper. So unblocking is where everything in Qigong starts, is unblocking the tissues, unblocking the channels, so that it moves you into this presence where you unlock insight, you unlock your inner knowing. And then unleashing, which we'll really dive into at the event, is how do you take all that energy and use your mind force, to shape your thoughts into things. Okay, we are ready. Sabrina's going to woman the chat. Our little puppy came to say hello. This is Winston, if you haven't met Winston.
He's doing really good.
Oh, yeah. Some of you know that he had to go see the heart specialist recently, and he is doing so much better. And he met with a pet psychic, too.
Oh, pet whisperer.
Yeah, the pet
That's
whisperer
another
told us
story.
all kinds. Another very beautiful. Okay. Everybody good? Okay, we're going to switch the microphones and we're going to dig into this curriculum, because it is time to move these beautiful bodies. Okay, microphone changing. I'm going to put a very light, just a gentle sound in the background, just kind of give us some ambiance. My tech checkers who are here, let me know
Winston's getting a lot of yays.
when he's getting some love. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's our just gentle music in the background. Thanks, guys, for just being patient with us getting things started. So, all right, let's have an amazing experience. Do what you can do. Work at your level. If you don't know something, it's okay. Just breathe, practice what you can, come back, watch the replay while it's available, and keep growing, okay? All right. I'll show you a couple of the moves I'll just sort of mark them, and then we'll do them, okay? We'll go through the whole thing. All right, tech checkers, let me know that you can hear me okay, and that we have a good blend with the music and the volume of the sound. I want the music nice and low. Okay, great.
This is good.
Good, okay, great. I like to bow in, old school martial artist, just a way of stepping into being present to the training. This space we call a dojo. It's a place of transformation. Where you stand right now, that's your dojo, and your body is a place of transformation, so your body is like a dojo. I'm aware that we have people who are brand new, and some of you guys know a lot of stuff, but I don't want to leave anyone behind, so I'm going to say all the things so that everybody is able. Feet together. We're standing in a position called Wuji. We're just checking in. This is kind of step 1, okay? Feel like your head's lifted to the sky. Pick your shoulders up. Drop them a couple of times. Good. Now, feel your feet. Tap on your forehead. This helps you to center. And tap on your lower tummy. Now rub, just kidding. Now drop your top hand to your bottom hand and breathe in your belly. But feel like you're breathing through your forehead, down. It's called daisy chaining. You're bringing your awareness into your belly. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Make the sound audible. Relax your hands now. Just set an intention. The intention that you set affects the energy and the way it flows. So an intention is a desire. It's something that you're intending, you're moving towards, you're drawing towards. Something you would like more of. Something that you feel aligned to. Now we're going to practice stepping out. We're going to bend our knees and balance on one leg and just very carefully step one foot out. Put all your weight on that leg. Make this one empty. Step that one out. And your feet are going to be about as wide as your shoulders. And just sort of rock around a little bit and shake your arms. Now start lightly bouncing. This bouncing helps your muscles to start relaxing and opening, so we can start freeing up the channels. Shake your fingers. If you can't bounce through your knees, that's okay. Just shake your arms. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just get here. Good. Open your feet a tiny bit wider. Bend your knees a little. We're working on our posture now. You should feel that your knees are not locked. They're gently soft. Elbows are soft. Dangling arms, which means there'll be a little space under your armpits. Now draw your chin in ever so slightly and feel like your neck got a little taller, kind of like this, from here, but not back, just a little bit. See how the back of your neck grows a little taller, but it's not stressful. And that helps to lengthen the spine, which we consider the info highway, because all those nerves and channels from the brain through the body flow through that highway. Very good. All right, so now we are ready. We're in our posture. Open your palms and just sort of feel into the ground a little bit. What does he mean, feel into the ground? Just feel like you're connecting to the earth. The earth is giving off energy. The more present we become, the more receptive our instrument becomes, the more you can actually feel the electromagnetics around your body, especially from the earth. Now we're going to start to stretch and open our body. So we're going to flex our hands and open them up. It opens up these gates in your palms. We're going to pull our shoulder blades together in the back, and we're going to start to stretch the tissue across the chest and breastbone. And as we do, we're going to breathe in first, and then breathe out. And see what I'm doing with my arms, stretching them back really far, lifting your chest up, and you're flexing all of those extensor muscles through the back. And relax, and then shake them free, okay? You can do this with your feet open or closed. Currently, we have them open. This time, we're gonna go one more time. See what I'm doing with my fingers? All the muscles in your arms are engaged. Shoulder blades in the back, watch. Pull them in. If you can squeeze your thighs and your glutes, squeeze everything, go for it, and breathe in, and then that helps you to release your breath but maintain your structure. Here we go. Look up. Arch a bit. Squeeze your booty. Flex your arms. Bounce and shake. Good job. That's exercise number 1. I'll call that Wuji Cobra, because you're like a cobra. Snake reaching up. Very good. Keep shaking. So the shaking and bouncing, you can usually use this in between exercises and then stand. We call this an integration. And just listen and notice as your body starts to change. The tone of the muscle tissue. Some of you who've been doing Qigong for a while will immediately feel your energy channels open. You'll notice your breath is dropping deeper in your belly and you're just more present. Next movement, dragon looks behind. You're going to be rotating your arms like this, but you're going to do it pretty slow. One hand's going to go behind your back. I'll show you in a moment. The other one's going to touch your shoulder on the opposite side. You're going to look behind with your face and your torso is going to turn, but we have to protect our knees. So when we turn and our hips rotate, it puts load on the knee, especially on the inside of what I would call your outside leg. Because it doesn't matter which way you're turning right now, but let's say you're going that way. That would be your outside leg, okay? Or you could call it your back leg. And as you turn, because I don't want you hurting that knee, you're gonna turn your foot in a little bit, okay? So it's called pigeon toeing, one foot. And you're gonna put your hand here and then look behind and twist. This is what it looks like from the side. Your arms are going to come around slowly. You're going to turn that foot and keep your spine straight. Look from your cheekbone and then float back, and we're going to go to the other side. We're going to turn that foot a little bit and look behind. So these are exercises that you can practice on your own. This is great for your torso, your spine, the whole trunk of your body. And we get pretty tight in through here. So the first one opened up here. Now we're getting around the body and a little bit into the deeper core, the trunk. You got it? Now here's a little bit faster, a little bit more open, flowing. Look behind. Breathe here, hold and breathe. Fill your rib cage up with breath. Come out of it, bend your knees just a little. Turn that outside foot. Pull your tummy in a little, long spine, look behind. That's how you do dragon looks behind. I'm going to show an advanced version of this for some of you who've been around for a while. You're going to put one hand behind your back and one behind your head. Please don't do this yet if you don't have the flexibility. If you felt challenged on the last one, this one would be too advanced. But if you're strong and flexible already and you want more, watch what we do here. One hand in the back, one hand here, soft horse or neutral stance. We're going to bend down. Those of you who know superhero, it's similar. Your hand is behind your head and you're gently wrapping and pulling all that fascia from the back of the head across the torso, mid back, and come up slowly. Take the elbow behind and start to look up. Keep turning, lean back. Let's do it one more time. Dropping down. This is advanced. Breathe out. Slowly come up. Look behind. Let your arm come out. Slowly transfer. I'll show you from the back. Going down. Wrapping round. Slowly coming up. Looking up, turning and arching back. Let's go one more time. Pulling gently on the head. Slow as your friend. This one is incredible for your spine and your back health. The basic version from the back, dragon looks behind. It's a nice preparatory move for that next one. And you'll start to notice you get more and more rotation. Come out of it. Gently bounce. Remember we talked about that? That in case you are contracting a muscle and it maybe got a little bit the brain sends a signal, says, ooh, contract, and it gets stuck. You shake and free it. Okay, we're gonna take a moment, take a breath. And if you have anything that you felt, like maybe got a little adjustment, or you felt a new challenge, or you feel your back opening up, let us know in the chat how you're doing, okay? Sabrina and another member from our team are here to support you right now if you're live, okay? So I hope you enjoyed so far. We've gone through a couple of the moves. I've got plenty more for you, so stay with me here. We'll continue on that journey that I explained in the beginning. It's very specific order of movement to open up the body so that you can go inside the body and liberate trapped life force energy. Cool? We'll keep on tracking. Okay, while those insights and questions are pooling in, I'll show you the next move. And I've got quite a few things, so I'm going to move a little faster now. So this one now is to help, this is a preparation for a circulation type movement. So now that we've opened up the torso, and look, I'm just showing you like one exercise from this 7 stages. So there's, I don't know, there's so many. There's thousands and thousands of Qigong exercises. What we've done is we've distilled them into these little buckets where we can create incredible formulations depending on what you need. So I'm giving you like a very top level view of how the buckets work.
Can you address if someone can't put their hand on their back?
Yeah, if you can't put your hand behind your back, you can just put it on your hip and do the rotation like that. Just put it right there to give you a little stability and support. A lot of us feel that stuff is tight, right? Because for whatever reason, we might have some adhesions or lifestyle, something, an old injury. So there's many different types of exercises to open your body up. You should absolutely keep investigating Qigong. There's so many. Come to the live event. Go to storymethod.com/alive. Let's stay focused on what we're doing right now and then come to the event. We can get into more stuff like that. Okay, so here's the next move. I want to help open up your hips and your pelvis so that you have more mobility and agility in your lower body, all right? And I'm gonna get into your waist a little bit next. So let's stay focused because we got a lot for you. You're gonna step one foot out a little bit more and turn your feet so they're kind of both on an angle. This one's going straight, this one's a little bit on an angle, and you're just gonna stretch your hip. Now, some of you probably have the flexibility where you could go deeper, and I wanna challenge you to go deeper. And I wanna say, just put that foot back more. And try to not have your heel up, push your heel into the ground. Now that's going to stretch through your calf, gently on your Achilles heel, behind your knee. And as that lengthens and you lean in, you're gonna feel your hip flexor, the front of your hip, and something called your psoas is gonna stretch, and this is gonna free up your lower back and open your hips more. So you're gonna lean into this and extend one arm. You can just put this hand on your leg for support and extend your arm. Now, some of you have got some really decent flexibility, so you're gonna go deeper and reach up and get long, real long. You're gonna see this whole line of tissue down to your ankle. Then you're gonna come through a deep horse and you're gonna do it on the other side. Now, some of us, we're up here still. We're up here. Everybody can do this. Remember, we're working with people at many different levels. See my feet? Just turn them. Just turn your feet right there. Work on your strength in your legs and your balance. Bring your hand back, turn your foot. I'm just keeping my heel on the floor, turning my feet. Okay? Maybe next level, we'll come in a little deeper. Yeah? And some of you are ready for more. Go longer. Reach up. Good job. All right, shimmy your feet in. Work at your level. Shake it out. Good job. Now, I want to help you circulate the energy through your body more, and that was a nice foundation for this next slightly more advanced technique. Do what you can do. You can come back and learn more later. All right, watch. Here we go. Extend that arm out. Bring it across and stretch. Okay, a sideways bend. Now you might have done something like that in PE when you were a kid, but this makes it more fun. Watch. Go into that first stretch. Bring it across your body like that and stretch over. Turn, bring it back. Now this is called swallow skims the lake. Let's do it a little bit more advanced. 1, 2, 3, see how it's got this nice flow and we're circulating the energy through our body. I'm going to keep going. Now, if this is too hard for someone, what do you think they should do? The first move. Just work on the first move. Work on the previous move. Work on this move. You do what you can do right now. You don't have to know all 7. You need to know the first one. And then the next one. So this is a journey. Okay? Last time, we're going to do this move athletically. For those of you who have been training for a while. Okay, here we go. We're going to step into it and this is where you start to circulate that life force and open up your joints.
Which number is this?
We're on number 3. Last time. Slow is your friend though. I would say take your time. Now I want to teach you that last move in a couple of minutes because that's for your balance. You ready for more? Shake it out. Take a breath. If you're done, just sit down and watch and enjoy. I want to remind people that it's so important to be challenged. Our brain needs a good challenge. It's how we grow. It's called neuroplasticity. You can teach old dog new tricks. Our brain loves a good challenge, providing it's not over challenging that it shuts you down. And the brain doesn't like to be under challenged because it gets bored. So you're looking for the sweet spot for you. And when you're more challenged, you're going to help prevent dementia. You're going to increase your retention, your focus, and your physical intelligence or physical IQ is going up right now. There's something called proprioception. It's the feelings you're having in your body are sending signals to your brain, and it's lighting your brain up, and your brain is relaying information back to your body. And you're creating a better and better feedback loop the more you practice. You're creating brain-body coherence. This incredible skill of physical intelligence. Okay, let's keep going. You good? All right. I told Sabrina I was going to deliver today. I want to get you guys excited to keep training. Okay. Slow flow. You guys are going to like this. This is now, you've opened the body up, you've done these cool type things. It's time to go slow. We're going to pull energy up like this into the brain. We're going to open our arms. Now for some people, this is a good place to start with Qigong. They can't do the other stuff yet. I couldn't. But they can do this. So you might just do the first part where you're stretching and breathing, and you skip those harder moves and you just go to this. Now as you get better at this, you can open your feet a little more and start dropping in your hips. Now some of us are going to go low and some of us are not.
Cheryl said my shoulder just unlocked.
There you go. Because you're freeing your fascia. Isn't this beautiful? So what's the feeling of this? Take your attention and become more internalized. Slow helps you to draw your awareness inward. Now feel like you're pulling energy from the bottom of your body, from your perineum, and you're pulling it up through your spine. This is called dragons part the clouds. So the fingers are like little dragons swimming to the surface. And then you're parting the clouds of the mind, and you're opening space to receive more of that which is good. I like to visualize golden energy pouring, shooting like a rocket up through my body, into my brain, and now I'm spraying this incredible energy all around me. I'm increasing my energetic field. And so you don't have to go as deep as I was. You can keep it simple. Breathe in, pull the breath up. If you can do one long breath, pull the breath up. And then breathe out. As your breath capacity gets better, you can do that with one inhale and one exhale. However, sometimes you need to do an inhale and an exhale on the up. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Remember to add a little bit of movement to that one, okay? So that's dragons parting the clouds. Good job. Shake it out.
Hey, Terry just said if you could repeat this for him. She just came from physical therapy for severe arthritis in her lower back and hips, and she left there hurting, but now she doesn't hurt anymore.
Well, how about that? You want to say that yourself?
Yeah, I was just saying.
Pretty cool.
Terry just wrote in the chat, for those of you who aren't on Facebook, that she just came from physical therapy for severe arthritis of the lower back and hips, and she left there hurting, but from these few moves, she's already does not hurt. I love that.
Sometimes it's the combination of doing something that challenges your body. Maybe your body goes through a little discomfort, right? Because we have to reinterpret the signals. And maybe that's the stuff shifting and moving around, and then we just need to give it a little chance to rejuvenate, and then it's fine, but you kind of needed the uncomfortable to get to the new level of comfort. Does that make sense? You have to go through a little bit. People used to say no pain, no gain. You shouldn't create pain. I never used the word pain, did I? I said information or the signal. It's just feedback, right? But you shouldn't put your body into a state of stress or high alert. You want to challenge it, but never create more reactive patterns. Okay, we're doing great. We're going to go into the next sequence here, which is very simple. So we did a slow flow move, and it puts us in this perfect position. This is a standing meditation. We like to call this stand in stillness. But before you're completely 100% still physical, I'm going to give you one little physical move to do. But stand in stillness means that your energy is just still, it's calm. So what you're going to do is take your hands and move them in little spirals like this. I'll come closer so you can see. Very slow. The slower you can move, the better. Now bend your knees a little, get your spine straight, pull your chin in, breathe from your belly, and maybe even close your eyes and just notice as you're standing here, moving slowly, perhaps you can sense that energy field, or as if something's helping to move you. That's your life force. And there's a beautiful practice in Qigong, we like to call it blending, where you feel like you're moving, but something's also moving you. And you're merging with the energy flow itself. Just like something's breathing you all day long, in and out, and you can say you were part of that, but a lot of the time you're not even aware of it, right? Until we become conscious of our breath. And then it's like, ooh, have you ever had the moment where you became one with something that was breathing you? It's sort of like that, if you've had that experience. It's very humbling. It makes you feel like there's something here with you, source, love, divine, guidance, befriend, however you connect to that, higher power. But that's very exhilarating to know you're not alone and there is an energy here that you can tap into. And the more access you have to that, the better you feel. So that's just a little silk reeling technique, just reeling around. Now just go ahead and stand in pure stillness. Close the eyes, feel the body expanding with every breath. It's like more energy is filling you up, pumping you up like a tire that was deflated is now becoming buoyant, resilient, filled with qi. And as that qi fills up, your mood starts to rise. So there's this saying in Qigong called big qi. You want to build big qi. And as you stand and breathe, see if you can feel like your skin's breathing now. Like almost like your whole body's a lung. You can even expand your body a little bit, like expand and engage your muscles just a little on the inhale. And then breathe out and just soak into it. Breathe in. Can you feel that? The Qigong's an internal art. It's a subtle art. And it doesn't give away all of its secrets to somebody who can't get more internal. You have to slow down the brain, slow down the thoughts, discipline the mind a little bit, yeah? But boy, there's some riches, riches inside. Okay, here's the last thing I want to show you. It's really good for your balance. So hopefully you got a nice body buzz going here. You're going to put all your weight in one leg. I'm going to show you this last thing and then we're going to connect and we're going to sit down, okay? So you're going to push. You see how you're balancing on this leg after you push? Practice balancing. And to help you come up, I want you to lift your arms up. Put your foot down. Bend your knees, open. Let's do one more on this side. Put a little weight here. Push. You saw me do that earlier from this really long stance. It's an excellent exercise for balance. Let's try it with the other leg. Put a little weight on this. Push. See how it's harder without your arms? Reach up. So your arms help lift you up. Step out. Let's do two more. Ready? Little weight. Breathe in. Breathe out. So this is called come to center. Last one. Bend your knees. Step out consciously. Ready? Weight here. Push. And now let your arms float down. You're going back to your beginning position, your Wuji. I would open your hands a little, open your heart, and inwardly just reconnect to your intention. Notice how you feel, how things have shifted for you. Bow to your dojo, bow to yourself. bow to the practice, and have a seat for the final part of today, which is a sitting meditation. But before we get into that, would love to check in with you. Are we having fun yet? Sure. You good? Yeah, let me know.
Anita said she was excited because she was able to focus on her breath and the movements at the same time today.
Nice.
Barbara said
layered learning.
She loved one of the first moves. It was a lovely, easy stretch for her back.
That one that some of you learned today, the more advanced dragon crouches and looks up, that's just such a lovely, lovely, more advanced but lovely exercise. So I hope you enjoyed that. Qigong is such a beautiful practice. There's such depth to it. But once you understand the journey, the Qigong journey, and how it works, and how it can also help you with your thoughts. It's not just your body. You see, creating a healthy body is the first manifestation. There are so many other manifestations to be had. That's why this map back here is like a manifestation map. And in the very center, and we're going to be diving deep into this at Alive and Thrive, inside that map you're going to see the energy engine. And all those steps that we just went through, they're all in there. And once you know them, you'll never forget them, and they keep you on your path of development. That's the link, by the way, to get your ticket. The early bird is 80% off. And there's like tons of cool bonuses.
Over 400.
We haven't done the 7th one yet, but what we started with was a little preparation for Wuji, W-U-J-I. And from Wuji, I had you do the cobra stretch. I gave you some things to check in and find your posture, etc., your breathing, the bows. We'll do a much deeper dive at Alive and Thrive. And then we did the dragon looks behind. That was number 2. That was for opening up the trunk, rotating the spine. Also gave you the advanced crouching, technique. From there we moved into circulating the chi, and I showed you something called swallow skims the lake. It's like a bird skimming the lake. But before we did it, I gave you the deep lunge stretch as a basic and a preparatory step. Next, I took you into the number 4, flowing slowly. Dragons part clouds. From the ground up. Dragons part the clouds. And then after that, number 5, I had you standing in stillness with a little silk reeling. Right? Just gently reeling the silk. And number 6, today I taught you how to come to center. I just wanted to put that in there because that's the perfect spot for it. Just to increase your balance. And that brings you back to your Wuji. And number 7, which we're about to do, is just to sit and go inside. I like to call it sitting in ceremony. Ceremony is beautiful. Think about like a wedding. It's where you make the vow of true love. It's where you make the vow of commitment. When you connect to the source of all that is, I think it's really good to show up with love and make a commitment and make a vow rather than checking a stress reduction technique off on your to-do list. Make it sacred. Let it be ceremonial. You'll get such a deeper connection in your meditation. Oh, I had a teacher years ago said, "Do you want to go deeper in your meditation, Tristan? Then approach the divine through love. Through love. Almost like this is your lover and you're merging with this energy." Boy, did that change things for me. Because I always saw it as very masculine, right? I went into more of the divine feminine and the divine mother and becoming more receptive, which is really important, not only for men, obviously for all of us, but you want to be receptive. You want to be humble enough to receive, right? Because I was so used to being in control all the time and being a sensei and knowing all the answers. And fortunately for me, I was shown You do not know everything. You have a lot of learning to do, and get off your high horse and start to receive and ask for guidance. So I would encourage you all to get way more receptive in that. And I think it's easy after you've opened your body up. It puts you in your heart, which is where we want to be right now. So hand on heart, a little tap on the third eye, just to center the mind. I'm going to play some beautiful Craig Young music, which we've been playing all along today. I'm going to give you one more right now. Here we go. All right, sweet friend. Hand on heart, eyes open or closed. Come on over, beautiful woman. What are you doing over there? Meditation's simple. It does not have to be complicated. Just feel into the gratitude. What are you grateful for? Just breathing, being breathed. Say it out loud. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this incredible community.
To be able to spend time with people who love what we love, who cherish their health and cherish their happiness and are open to experiencing more.
And you? We can feel you. You're grateful to be back. You're grateful to feel a clear path. You're grateful for friends.
Grateful to feel a sense of hope. Some people have lost hope, and when you lose hope, the door gets locked on possibility. You can't get the miracles. You have to move from not believing to hoping to believing to knowing, and then stepping into that energy of healing.
Grateful for healing. Grateful for divine healing. Grateful that you don't have to do it all on your own. Grateful that there is an energetic presence that's never left our side. Grateful for love. Love inside. Unconditional love. It's there. Let's go.
I'm grateful for my thirst.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for my desire for more. I'm grateful for that thing in me that doesn't want to settle for okay.
And in this meditation, in this state, this frequency, knowing, as Sabrina said, all things are possible. You're entering into the zone of possibility. And in order for this external world that we live in to change, it's cliche but true, we must change the energy first. Energy dictates physicality, right? Energy dictates the density of physical world. So change your energy, upgrade the frequency, feel through the body, the energy rising, continue to work with it, work with your breath, pull the chi up, mature the chi in your heart with gratitude. That's what we're doing right now. Just like your thymus gland can mature those immune cells, turn them into the fighters that they are. You're turning the chi, the energy as it rises, into love and into a powerful alchemy of transformation. Yeah. Let love rule. All right. Beautiful. Usually at this point, we like to just get quiet, sometimes lay down, open up our journal. We call it a Buddha book, and just allow the insights to bubble up. Because when you unlock the heart, it starts to inform the brain of inner wisdom that lies here. And a lot of times we were talking about it this morning, how when we're in our head trying to think, we can't hear this anymore. And there's knowledge inside, there's knowing. And it wants to, and I even said to Sabrina, do you remember a year ago, Sabrina, when I was feeling really off? And the only thing that fixed it wasn't like psychological, finding my trigger. No, it was sitting in my heart, in meditation, getting receptive, and then this wisdom came back up, and it completely changed my identity and who I thought I was having the problem.
The thoughts that you have at the end of a session, or when you've spent an extended period of time allowing the energy to flow and you are tapped into your heart, those thoughts are so different and other thoughts you may have during the day. These are thoughts of your inner knowing.
Yeah.
It's guidance. To me, it's the way love speaks to me. It's the way I hear my intuition. Those thoughts are not like my thoughts. They're like our thoughts. They're the thoughts of creation. That's why it's so good to write them down or to talk to someone about them, because the thoughts that come in later will be like, well, did your shoulder really unlock? Sometimes those voices come in. So the ideas that percolate and things that you're thinking, like someone in the chat says, I'm so happy that I'm starting to do this thing. That's so beautiful, that enthusiasm, that spark is lit. Oh, here's how I'm going to spend my time. Here's what I'm going to do. Right? Because we should do something with our time. We can do something with our life, and those moments after a practice help you know how you want to spend these precious moments.
Well, I want to spend them with this community. We adore you guys. We love putting these events on for you. We hope that you got some real good nuggets today and some new insight. Keep training, keep practicing, become a disciple of your life. You don't need to be a disciple of anybody except yourself.
Yep.
Okay?
If you can, we would absolutely love to help you completely change your life in 3 days at the Alive and Thrive event. We've only done this one time ever in the past, and it was absolutely phenomenal when we have this much time together. And of course we take breaks, and of course we break for lunch, and there's limited time replays, but to go so deep for 3 days, and it's right before Easter, so it's such a perfect time for that theme of rebirth and renewing and preparing the body to be born into a new experience, your new reality, your new level of health, the new you that we can let go of and forgive ourselves of all the stuff from the past, because sometimes things in the body are things we haven't forgiven ourselves for. So it's such a complete buffet these 3 days. And like the bonuses alone are worth twice as much as the early bird ticket. So it's a win-win.
Thank you for being here today. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your Thursday at the time of this recording. Yeah.
And our normal Trisbrina shows are Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Central on Facebook and YouTube. But not tonight, because we just finished.
Yep, that's all she wrote. All right. I think that's it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a beautiful one. Thanks for being in our life. Big, big love to you.